Welcome to Nursing 656 and your final course in your MSN program. This is really time to celebrate and to really solidify everything that you've learned so far and to put that into action and to develop an evidence-based project so that number one, you can practice those skills, number two, you can build your resume, and number three, you can really elevate your skills and really customize what you learn through this course to focus on your career goals. And that's really important, and I want you to think about that as you're starting through the process of developing your practicum experiences. So you are going to be an active part of developing what you will learn in your practicum above and beyond what's mandated in the course. What do you want to learn, and who will provide you with those opportunities to learn and to build your career as you see your future. So with that being said, there's an introductory announcement, just an overview. Make sure that you, of course, get your Castle branch taken care of. Make sure that you have a willing and qualified preceptor, and that preceptor must be an MSN prepared nurse. And we need to make sure that we have a contract. And this is something that we've talked about already. And just start planning for your practicum hours as well. So when you get started, go to the orientation and important resources. And this is where you'll find most of the materials for the course. So it's a really simplistic makeup of the course. Let me just recap that just a little bit. So we have important resources, course materials, and we have assignment links. So it's very simplistic. It's not the typical course. So it's a very easy to navigate course. So we're going to start out with the orientation. This has the syllabus, and as with any other syllabus, it goes through the course description, the aggregate outcomes, as well as the student learning outcomes. And you'll notice that most of the MSN aggregate outcomes are here because you are bringing everything together, and I want you to really capitalize on what you've learned in the past and put that into the application process of this course. And the student learning outcomes and general information resources for you, as well as the evaluation methods. So just know that the evaluation methods are listed here. So those are the course activities. And as you can see, the practicum hours are pass-fail. You must complete all of those hours in order to move forward with this course and pass the course. So do plan accordingly. This is the timeline, and I do suggest either you print it out or write it down on your calendar right away. And the deadlines here are those at the very end as far as the deadlines. And what I would suggest is to, you are going to be doing a self-paced course. So do not wait until the final deadlines for each one of these. I would encourage you, as you're having your practicum experience, as the project evolves, that you complete things as they come. And if you have things that you can turn in before the actual due date, please do that. That will keep you on a nice trajectory, because we all want to make sure that you finish in a timely manner and graduate. Big goals here. So we're going to get into the nuts and bolts, what we absolutely need in the beginning of the course. And then you will be developing your own goals and objectives on your clinical log form. So you're going to, above and beyond what's required in the course, you're going to establish your own goals and objectives, and there is guidance on how to do so. But again, focus on where do you want to go? What do you aspire to do in your future, or how do you want to elevate your current role or learn more that will help you to be more effective or have better outcomes in your current role? So really focus on those types of things. And when you're planning your time with your preceptor, you don't have to be attached to your preceptor at all times, and your preceptor can help you to establish, maybe if finance is an area you really want to focus on, you may want to spend a day with someone in finance so that you can really hone those skills. So this needs to be a very deliberate and focus on not only the MSN prepared nurse, but the team, and not only a particular organization, but beyond. So really getting those connections that you need to elevate your practice is what this is all about. So we do want interprofessional, we want interdepartmental, and we want interorganizational connections through the activities of the practicum. So capitalize when you have this opportunity, capitalize on it and work with your preceptor to make those connections. Your first, like I said, your first thing that will be due is your goals and objectives, and you're going to devise these with your preceptor. That's really important. And then we're going to dive right into that project. So we're going to be looking into the evidence. What is the evidence-based information that's out there about your practice issue, practice problem, your project, and you're going to do an annotated bib. So this is a little different than what you're accustomed to as far as the papers. You're going to pull relevant information that is strong evidence to support what you're doing. So this will actually guide your actual project. Your project needs to be based on the evidence. You'll also be getting an organizational approval letter for your project. We can talk through how to do that, but there are some templates that you can use for that letter. You will be doing an institutional review board simulation. This you will not be submitting through IRB because this is an improvement project. It's not something that we need to be concerned about. We're always concerned about human subjects, but it's not focused on a particular group of people. It's doing a project to support better health and those types of things. So just kind of keep that in mind as well, that we're focusing on a quality improvement project and implementation of policy, all of those factors, but they're not necessarily working directly with people. So other than collaboration and those types of things, but that's a whole different ballgame. And then we're going to complete the scholarly project logic model. Again, this course is very different. It's not a paper. This is a logic model, and this is to mimic what you would do in practice. We don't write long papers in practice, but we need to have that substantiation for what we do, why we chose it, and that evidence to support the implementation into practice, along with all those other factors that we know are so crucial as far as engagement of stakeholders, addressing barriers, all those types of things. It's a thought process, and that's what the logic model is based on. You will also be doing a presentation on your project after it's completed. You will be doing journal entries throughout your practicum experience, and there's a listing of different types of topics, and these are directly correlated with some of the things that you've learned throughout your program. Again, we're solidifying what you've learned, and we want to make those connections when you're experiencing it in practice. So the due dates for each one of the 6 logs are 6 journals are listed here. So there is a video, and there's also guidance on how to write those journal entries as well. You'll be completing your practicum hours by December the 1st, and this is again a breakdown of the evaluation methods. Okay, and just a quick overview of what else is included. There's tons of information on APA. There is also information from the library and some guides to help you in your searches when you're doing your annotated bib, and just kind of the overview of our ADA statement, academic honesty, and those factors that we look for in quality education. So when we go back to Course Home, we've already gone through the overview. Here's the different materials, and these are all correlated with the activities. Here's all of the information that you need as far as your preceptor practicum documents. They're all included here. And then with the course activities, here's the goals and objectives, and we'll just pop into one. You'll find a video and instructions on each one of the different course activities. So you will just be able to click on each one of the activities to find more information. And then when we go to the assignment links, they're just simply the assignment links, so you know where you will be submitting all the work of the course, so to speak. So they're all listed here all the way. Each one of the journal entries have their own labeled journal entry, so make sure that you submit the correct journal in the correct order. And then into the practicum log at the very end of the course. This is where you're going to have your completed practicum log that has your goals and objectives, as well as a sign off from your preceptor that you did indeed complete all of your hours. But there's more information under the course materials as far as the how-tos for all of the different activities, but this is where you will submit them. So if you have any questions or concerns about the course, please do let me know. I'm looking forward to working with you, and we will be having frequent contact throughout this particular course. And this is not where you're going to be having discussions with classmates. It's going to be you focused on your practicum, on your project, and I will provide guidance for you throughout. So let me know if you have any questions, and I really look forward to sharing this course with you.